All right, welcome everybody. So happy that you're here. I'm Katherine Bird, and I was just sharing that if it feels like that it would be really beneficial for us to have a group container where maybe we're seeing each other and we are able to speak to more of what's going on for us, then I'm happy to create that container for everybody and to host that. And we will probably do that in some way on the different Zoom platforms. So it's my personal Zoom meeting, not on the webinar. And then we be able to all get on a grid and see each other's faces and say hi and maybe get to talk about some things. Yeah, it would feel really supportive and nourishing to feel connected with everything. Thank you. Okay, great. So I will plan that. I was planning on perhaps doing something else this weekend. So maybe this weekend would be a good time for us to maybe gather in that way and be able to kind of connect and collaborate with each other in community support. And especially since some of us are not getting out of the house much these days, it would be nice to connect in that way. So what the intention and the creation of this is really because I have been tuning in to, of course, as we all have, what's going on, and seeing the news and Facebook has gotten really divisive and kind of ugly and in a lot of ways not supportive. People have sort of joined these different camps that have decided the way things are for them, and there's not a lot of kind, collaborative, communication about things. So it's kind of become a little bit of a, you know what it's become. So I wanted to create this space to help us to process some of the energies that we are feeling. Whatever you're feeling is absolutely okay. It is completely a valuable and important part of who you are and your process and your experience. There is nothing wrong if you feel fear or doubt or worry or shame over feeling fear or doubt or worry. There is nothing wrong with having concern for your loved ones or for yourself. There's nothing wrong with having realizations about maybe the way that you've been running your business isn't sustainable in this system that we seem to be coming into, or where your home situation is, or what's going on with friends and family. I would dare to say that there is not one among us that does not have someone that they love tremendously who could potentially be quite impacted by having this virus. And so when that is the truth, and when we see what's happening in Italy and so on, it begins to wake us up in a way. And so what I want is for us to be able to utilize this as a wake up and to utilize this in a positive way, that we get to work with this. And everyone on here, you're all beautiful, spiritual, connected people. I know that. And you all have enormous hearts and are very empathic and feeling people. So it's not just this kind of selfish, am I taking care of myself? We are feeling the collective. We're feeling the collective whole all over this whole globe is being impacted. And we, as the sensitives and the empaths and the people connected, we can't help but feel the underlying energies of what's occurring and what's going on with everyone else. So even if you, in your logical mind, are like, well, I know that I'm okay, and I know all of these things that I'm going to be okay, there's still an undercurrent of the people around you in your community, on the news, on Facebook, that are struggling and worrying, and you're going to pick up on that. And so our tendency is to sort of hold on to that and start to wrap a lot of stories around it, because we're having those feelings. So there must be a story, because our brain has to come up with the story. So our brain starts building more stories around what we're feeling. I'm feeling fear, I'm feeling anxiety, I'm feeling pain. And so my story is that, oh, I start thinking about all the things that could go wrong, or all of the people that I love that could be impacted, or all the things that might occur in this experience. And then we can really spin ourselves out. And a lot of people on Facebook and so on are out preaching that we need to, not feed the fear, and not, go into this, fear space. But the fear is there. It just is. And so what we want to do is start to actually work with the fear, with the anxiety, with the anger, with the judgment and the resentment and the blame and the stories and all of the things that we have. This is energy, right? And we want to think of it as energy, and that we, as these powerful creators, we can start to work with the energy and to transmute it and to transform it into something positive, to not hold it inside of our bodies and inside of our systems in a way that's going to bring us down and damage us and keep us kind of wrapped in a circle of anxiety and fear, and not being able to make good decisions, or all of the things that come up around that. Yes? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to lead a meditative practice where we're going to work with transmuting the energy of the emotions that we're feeling. And that's including the thoughts that we've been having and the stories that are there. And those might even include stories of things wrapped up around I'm an unhealthy person, or I was so sick as a child, or I have this issue, or I'm going to be abandoned, right? My loved one is going to leave me. Like, this can be triggering some very deep old wounds. And so we want to work with all of that. And I'm going to lead you through a practice. It's going to be a meditative practice where we're working with visualization. We're also going to be working with the body and with some sound and some breath and some movement, because all of this stuff really is connected in the body. And I have someone here saying, yes, the old triggers around my health have been coming up. And that's true, where you're like, oh, well, I'm good now, but before I used to be kind of sickly, or I was a sickly kid, or I was the kid who always got the flu, or those things can come up. And that's great, right? Because here we are, we get to work with that. We get to release it from our bodies, and we get to transform our experience inside of that to one of being kind of a helpless, hopeless, in some ways, a victim of the experience and what's happening, to looking more deeply, having more consciousness around what our experience is, having more consciousness around the old stories, the old fear that it's bringing up in us, and then working with that to release that. So we can think of it in a way of, oh, great, like this is showing up to give me a lot of information on how to work with my energy in a new way, how to work with my emotions in a new way, how to deal with some of these old stories maybe I've never dealt with yet. And then also to start looking at, where are we going next? What am I missing? What do I want to focus my life on? What would be the best possible thing, best possible outcome? Am I doing the best that I can on this planet to be conscious, to be responsible, to be kind, to be contributive, to be living my purpose, to be doing all of those things? And maybe that part is something that we want to tune in with on another call, and really get with each other of like, okay, what are we changing in our lives, and what are we seeing as a collective that we want to transmute around all of this? Martha's on here. I was talking to Martha earlier on a message, And I said, well, you know, we all showed up. We knew this is going to be the purification section of the awakening process. And we were like, yeah, cool. I'll show up for the purification section. And here we are. And, you know, grab your bucket, because there's a lot of purging to be done. And there's a lot of, we are not in alignment on this planet with collaboration and cooperation and taking care of the environment, with taking care of people who are less fortunate, of healthcare system, and taking care of, you know, the poor and people who are struggling. And all of that has to be dealt with in order for us to have this amazing expansion in consciousness, this complete bliss out of wonder and awe that we are holding space for. So you guys came to do the heavy lifting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's do it. So in this meditation, I'm going to guide you through, and whatever you experience is perfect. And whatever you receive, any energy that moves is beneficial. And I want to start with, before we even begin, right before I got on this call, I just got so much tension and pain, like right in my solar plexus. Anybody else have this? Like, let's just take a couple of deep breaths and just lift your rib cage up and just massage into the solar plexus. And take some sighing breaths. Use the ha sound. And kind of feel around with your fingers. See if there's any tough, knotty, ooey spots in your kind of guts and solar plexus area. I know over here on my right side, my liver just feels like, oh, it just went contraction right before I got on the call. So, and in my heart too. So I think we're all feeling it, and we're just going to move some of this energy. So anything that you are feeling, let your body move a little bit intrinsically. Use some spiraling motion and just kind of massage different areas of your body. You can use some tapping on your breastbone or your lung points up in the curve of the shoulder where it meets the chest. There's the lung points that are connected to grief and sadness, so we can massage those. And just kind of take that out down the arm and pull that down the arm and squeeze it out and shake it out, and do the other side and breathing in. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can see you. Whatever your body's asking for, whatever it's needing right now. So get the breastbone and get the sides of the breastbone, right? Tapping on the very sides of the breastbone will also improve your immune system. So it's a good one to do. So let's breathe in and let that go. And again. And again. Okay, it's starting to feel a little bit looser, a little bit tighter. Take your hands and rub like the side of your fist into the kidneys. So kidneys, housing, fears, just rub those and breathe into those. So take a deep breath in, kind of press your back out a little bit and breathe into your kidneys. And then as you exhale out and just feel like any fear is just releasing out of your mouth, like your really strong breath out. And we can even use a sound. And just imagine that you're vibrating your kidneys with that sound. Good. And then just kind of wiping that away. Okay, and then finding your place again. Anybody already feel a little bit better? I know I do. I really needed that. Good. All right, so we're going to begin here, and we're going to start with a little bit of shaking to continue to move the energy. Inhale. And exhale. Shake it down the arms. You can stand up if you want for a minute and really shake it out. Use some sound. Really shake your heart. And then find stillness. And find your seat. And deep sigh in. Feel the expansion. Expansion in the lungs, expanding. Find that tension point. And then sigh out. As you sigh out, it's an invitation to relaxation. Again, inhale. Hold it a little bit and sigh out. As you sigh out, you start to feel your body come into greater alignment. And one more time, inhaling in, feeling the expansion of the body, the tension in expansion. And then as you sigh out, as though you were requesting relaxation in the body, as the spine stacks and the crown rests over the center of the pelvic floor. You're finding your center. At any time in this meditation, if you feel inspired in your body to move, to breathe differently, or to make sound, please follow your intuitive awareness of what you actually need in this space. You are here to do your work. You are unique and you are aware of what you need. So again, inhale in. Finding your center. And placing extra attention on your hand. Let all of your awareness come to your hand. All of your attention, all of your consciousness resting on the hand. And then notice the skin of the hand. And allow yourself to drop deeper into the muscles of the hand. And then into the bones. And then deeper than that into the marrow. And then deeper than that into the light inside of the marrow, the deepest aspect of your being. And from there, allow yourself to move back out from the marrow to the bone, to the muscles, to the skin, the fingernails, and notice the hand. And notice that the fingertips are smiling up into your arm and into the rest of your body. And then notice the auric field around your hand. And then expand that awareness to your other hand as though the other one lit up in the exact same way. All of your attention on your hands. And then allow that attention, that smiling attention, rising from the fingertips up the arms into the wrists and the elbows and the arms, the shoulders, into the chest and the rib cage, the back of the neck and the back of the head, the face, feeling the relaxation happen in your face, in your eyes, as they begin to just float. And then allow that to travel down your body, down through the spine and the organs, everything relaxing. And you're just smiling into your own body. And it's a smiling energy, smiling into your own organs. And smiling down, comes down into the pelvis and into the legs. And then radiate that smile forward. It's a smiling, beautiful energy forward, filling the space in front of you like you are a beacon of light. And behind. And to the right and the left. And then both at the same time. Smile above you, as though you were painting the ceiling with light. And then below. And then this same energy, this smiling energy, radiated out in every direction, 360 degrees all around your body. Radiate out into the infinite, as far out into the universe as you possibly can. And then as far out as you can go, infinitely out, travel infinitely in, smiling in. Deepening in. How much deeper can you go? And then both directions at the same time, infinitely out and infinitely in. This smiling energy, traveling in both directions, and you inside of it. And you feel the smiling energy. And then just notice it. And then notice the one that is smiling. And then calling upon your most radiant self. This might be what you would consider your higher self, or it might be your jewel of light that you are internally. The most radiant aspect of your being, your future self perhaps. Just calling upon that and any other support you wish to call upon. And feel the sensations in your body. Notice your body. Notice the sensations more. Notice more. And allow those sensations to allow you to rise up and out. As you rise above the earth, you are drawn to the highest peak on earth, the most sacred, tallest mountain on earth. And you're drawn to this place so high above the cacophony of the world, seeing from a different perspective, a more wise, knowing self emerges. You are able to see out in front of you all of the snow-capped mountains all around you in every direction. And you feel how the earth is all below you and you are above. Heightened awareness from your heightened perch. And you notice a brilliant emerald green area below. And allow yourself to descend, to fly to this place, as it is a beautiful emerald green valley and forest between the mountains. And as you touch down to this beautiful place, you feel the sacredness of it, the holiness. And you come upon a structure. It can be a cottage, a temple, however it appears to you. And outside of the structure are your greeters, who are the embodiments of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, balance and wholeness waiting for you. The motion for you to go inside, and as you do, there is in the center of the space a beautiful glowing golden orb of light. And as you approach, you realize that this is the cauldron of transformation that you have come to work with. That it has called you to do the work of transmutation, to do the work of processing the energy that you have been holding recently into something new. It's an opportunity to play. And so sort of just allow yourself to feel. Allow to rise up in you all of the emotions that you have been experiencing or repressing and holding back. The fear, the worry, the anxiety. Breathe into your body and feel them arising within you. Feel the places that you've been holding the tension. And if you feel called, you can move your spine or move your shoulders or make a little sound to access them just a little bit more and start to bring them, rise them, call them into your heart. And into your heart, all of these feelings, these emotions rise. And they start to pour out of your hands and allow your hands to rise up to this orb. And it is as though the orb was simply drawing and pulling these energies out of your body. And as they do, you feel the stories rise, the beliefs, the thoughts that you've been ruminating and thinking over and over again are coming up into the heart and out your hands, easily flooding into this orb of light, releasing out of your body, allowing it to happen more and more easily, letting go more, letting go more, letting go more. Allow the energy that has been rising up in your life, in all of the areas of your life, in all of the places that you have felt stuck, in all of the places that you've been holding on to fear around what is going on around you. Allow it to move out of your hands and into this orb of light. And as it does, it is transforming, transmuting into something beautiful. It is feeding the collective whole into something that is positive and life-affirming and life-giving on this planet. That it is a positive outcome and positive influence on the collective whole, on the collective consciousness. Allow it to leave out of you. Make any sounds and any motions that you feel that you need to as you allow this energy to move through your body. Now we're going to take 3 specific breaths. These breaths are going to be large, focused inhales, and then exhale around any tension that you have, any stories, any emotions that are in the physical body. You're going to collapse as though you were allowing yourself to completely go into the deepest pain that you have. If you are scared, truly scared, and you've been hiding it, you haven't wanted to admit that you really are worried. You haven't wanted to admit that you are fucking angry. You haven't wanted to admit that the people on this planet have fucked things up. You haven't wanted to tell the truth of the pain that you are holding inside. That is what you are here to access. So the 3 breaths are going to come in, pull energy into this area, and then you are going to collapse into it, as though you could squeeze all of your body, all of the muscles, even all of your bones, like into a black hole of this pain. And you're going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and all of the air is going to go out. As you do this, keep your hands open so that they can continue to exhaust. And as you breathe the breath back in, we're going to welcome in new, fresh energy each time. But each time you're also exhausting energy out the hands and into the orb. Are you ready? Let's do it. And inhale, big breath, big breath, big breath in. And then find the most constricted place in your body, feel into it, and exhale out. Exhale, 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 squeeze, squeeze all the muscles in your body, squeeze, 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 squeeze all the air out, more air out, more air out, till there's none, till there's none, till there's none, squeeze and let, release out the hands, release out the hands, release out the hands, go, 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 and find the place where it's empty. And then slowly breathe in. And breathe in the freshness of the green forest, the freshness of possibility, and then breathe out, calm, relax. Again, breathe in, strong. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Collect, 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 collect anything that's not serving you. Squeeze into it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. All the muscles of the body. Squeeze, exhale, exhale, exhale. All the air out, all the air out, all the air out, all the air out. Collapse into it. Fold your body into it. Squeeze into it. And keep pressing out. Hold. Slowly allow life to re-enter your body. The freshness of the morning dew. Exhale in complete relaxation. One more time. We got one more time for this one. And inhale in. Find that spot. Maybe it's a new spot. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Breathe out, breathe out. Make a sound, make a sound, make a big roaring sound. Let all of it out, let all of it out. Go, go, go. Exhale, hold the breath out as far as you can. Squeezing, 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 exhausting out of your arms. And then slowly come back in, breathing in the sunrise, the golden sunrise of relaxation. And again, exhaling out the hands gently, feeling any residual energy leaving your body. And as it leaves, it is transforming into new life, into new story, into new reality. As you vision into the orb, you start to see more clearly, unencumbered by the energy that you've been holding on to. You start to see a new vision of the future, a new vision of a way of being on this planet that is in truth and alignment and peace and joy and freedom. Allow your vision to take hold. The soothing of the people and the regrowing of the forests and the equality for all. What does the highest version, the highest possibility look like with all of this energy that you just brought up and offered? How much more power does this new vision now have that you've been willing to let go of what you've been holding on to? Vision the best possible scenario, the best possible outcome. And now we're going to take 2 breaths as though you were blowing out a candle, like you were wishing. So you're finding this wish of the best possible outcome. And you're going to inhale in and blow out the candle. And then ask for better than that. Ask for better than what you could possibly vision. Ask for better than you could ever imagine. And imagine that you are in a room full of candles that you're going to blow out. So it's a big, big breath, and it's going to blow in every direction. So inhale in. And as you breathe in, just letting new stories emerge, more compassion, more compassion, more compassion. That all of the people that you are interacting with, that the people that you see posting things that are quite, maybe we could say stupid or ignorant or unkind, to open your heart in compassion to each person on their path in their own way, doing the best they can. Feeling that compassion flow through your body. Feeling gratitude flow through your body. You're going to leave the cottage, and as you leave, you pass by your greeters, the guardians, this beautiful feminine and this divine masculine, and they nod at you in recognition, bow to you for being willing to live on this planet at this time and to do the work that you are doing. They recognize you in your power, in your bravery. And you accept it. Thank you. I accept your recognition of my role on this planet. You begin to fly back into your space, into your home, into your body, even more. Feeling your body, moving your spine, moving your shoulders. And we're going to anchor the new vision into the 3 levels of being: the physical, the emotional, the spiritual. Breathing it out into 3 progressive fields around your body. Building your field of light, building your resiliency, building your ability to go out into the world, to stand for what you stand for, to claim your sacred path, to support people because they need you now. Starting in the belly, focus your energy to the belly. The first field will be just outside of the physical body field, just outside of the physical body. Inhale. Exhale. Fill it up. Bring that energy up to the heart. Second field is larger, emotional field. Feel yourself growing. Bigger. Bring that up to the mind space. Spiritual field, larger, as large as you possibly can imagine your field. Press it out. Feel how large you are, how intact, how radiant, how brilliant that you truly are. Breathe into the head. And drop it down into the heart. Breathe into the heart. Feel your radiant compassion that we are all in this together. Like it or not. We are here to learn how to collaborate and cooperate with each other, to find our commonalities and to support each other. to feel love. Feel gratitude for your life, for your home, food, water, animals, family, everything you are and everything you have. Feel gratitude rising up to your guides and teachers, mentors of light, to spirit. And feel gratitude radiating back upon you. Exhale out gratitude. Inhale in gratitude. Feel appreciation raining upon you. Send it right back out. Come back to your smiling energy. Feel yourself smiling out and smiling in. And rest in the awareness that anything that needed to be moved has been. That any internal shifts and changes that you came for, you have completed, or they have at the minimum begun to change. We ask for continued support and guidance and healing on this path to continue as we go about this night and our days to come. And to complete inhaling, arms up, feel a stretch, feel your expansion, feel your body open. Collect the light from above, bathe yourself in it. Allow yourself to receive even more light coming down to the front of your body, bathing all of you. Inhale again, stretch, expand, be willing to receive. Allow that to bathe your body, especially the back of your body. Just feel like you're standing under a beautiful golden waterfall, shimmering light radiating down over you. And again, inhaling up. Arms are coming down, and just feel through the central channel, brilliant golden light coming down, bathing your brain. Releasing, relaxing. Anything residual is just going to squeeze down through the body and out the base of the body, down the legs. And take a couple sighs. All right, everyone. So this is the end of the meditation. And if you feel like you're in it and you just want to be in it. Maybe you want to just go take a bath, go to bed. Brilliant. If you're not on my email list and you want to be on my email list, please let me know. If you would like to comment and share anything, please, I'll be here for a little while longer so you can chat those things in. And if you feel that you would like to continue to create a container and receive some extra support, I'm open to offering another call, a different call where we get to collect in community a little bit more, maybe this weekend. And if that feels like a yes to you, I'd love to hear that from you. And I hope that you enjoyed this meditation. The purpose of this meditation is to reduce to change some of our emotional part in the recipe of the, I don't know, the shit cake that we're all cooking up here right now, is to change our part in that, to take the turds out of our portion of the recipe and put in nice chocolate and flour and eggs and deliciousness instead. So I'm going to send out it's a huge shit cake. Yeah, Linda, it's a huge shit cake. It's up to us to take out our part of the shit. So I'm going to send out a recording of this. So you can work with it some more. Happy to have you have that. And thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Julia. And so that you'll have a copy of that. And then, yeah, if you feel like you need more support, if stuff's really coming up for you, reach out to me. I'm here for you. If you feel like this would be helpful and supportive for a friend of yours or a family member or something like that, just send them my way. I'll send them a copy, or you can pass it on. I don't mind. You can pass this on to whatever. And this is for me just to be continuing to be in service with my community. And I know that you guys are doing a lot of deep work with yourselves and with others. And so it's just my honor to be a part of your support system and a part of your community. And I think that now more than ever, we need to be solidifying and bringing together our communities, because I mean, what else are we going to do? We can't have potlucks anymore right now. So we're going to have to figure some other things out. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, Anaya. Yeah. Thank you, Zoe. And if you have any questions or if you have any comments or anything like that, please let me know. Please reach out. And I would say, hi, Nancy. So good to see, good to hear from you. CA, do with deep appreciation. I appreciate you so much. I would just say, like, watch your social media consumption. It's pretty gross right now. And people who have certain opinions, they're not really actually going to change those opinions. It doesn't really matter if you throw them with facts or compassion or anything else. It doesn't really seem to have much of an effect, and then it kind of just hurts your heart. So there's not a ton of reason to engage with a lot of stuff that's going to hurt your heart. Take care of yourself. Take a lot of baths. Light your incense, light your candles, sit at your altar, pray, be with yourself. See this as an opportunity to really go in and to take space from some of the responsibilities and the outside world. And it's okay, quarantine. So what does that mean? It means for me to hermitage myself and to sit in myself and to ask some of the tough questions. Maybe I've been running around supporting people or running around doing things, and I haven't been asking some of my own questions recently. So we get a little bit of time to maybe do less, host less events, you know, go to less events, and to participate more just in our own frequency and field, and working with ourselves and working with our own energy. And we can only look at this as there has to be positive outcome and spin on this entire thing, and start to write about what is positive, like what could be true, what could be a positive outcome of all of this. And truthfully, in terms of the environment, in terms of the way maybe we would change the way we are spending money or spending time, spending energy, maybe we will come up with some greater solutions to some of our problems through crisis. And I know that a lot of you have been in crisis and have witnessed yourself come up with some great solutions based on crisis, and some amazing healing based on crisis. So here we are as a collective having a crisis, and what we can hope for is that we are going to come up with collective solutions, and we are going to evolve, and we're going to grow, and we're going to learn and change from all of this. And I am holding that in my visions and in my heart and in this work. And when this comes up, when the feelings comes up, and the sensations come up, and the fear and the pain and the story and the anger and the judgment, just take the main piece of this teaching, the releasing and moving it out, letting it go into another place, and it is transforming and transmuting into something positive and new and fresh and better than you ever could imagine. So you can take this, you don't have to do the whole meditation, but you can take pieces of it, and you can use it in your own personal practice to help you to move the energy and to welcome in something new. And that's what we're doing here, right? Okay. So thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks, Victoria. And really appreciate all of you and your time. Thanks, Tiffany and Zoe and Patricia and the Michelles, Melissa, Martha, and Linda, and Kira, and Julia, and Holly, and Ava, and Naya, Aqua. Okay, you guys are so great. I love you so much. I'm here for you. You're amazing. You're incredible. You're beautiful beings. You know, get out there and change the world for the better. And just be in love. All right. Love you guys. Bye.